Hi all. So everything is good, I think. So, unfortunately, yesterday I didn't have that much time because there were a lot of other things happening, but in the end, yeah, I didn't manage to make a stream, so decided to move a couple of things today and start with a stream today. So, in the end, kind of apologize for yesterday's day. Let's do a stream today. And now, a little bit different this time. Yeah, a little bit different this time around. The thing is, what I want to do is, I just want to simply play a couple of games, or actually, let's do a tournament. Yeah, let's simply do a tournament where, okay, yeah, I think everything's fine. Yeah, let's do a tournament where I will play 5 minutes plus O, and as you see, Daily Blitz is going on at the moment. So I think that is the 5+0 tournament where I will play some games. You're welcome to join and watch. And after that, so yeah, an hour of play in a tournament such as this one should be fine. So I'm joining an hour late already. There are players with a very, very big rating, but yeah, just going to talk about the games a little bit, focus, try to get up there from the 659th place. Yeah, it doesn't look too good at the moment, but a lot can happen in an hour. So let's just see what will happen here. Okay, as expected, a little weaker, somewhat weaker opponents at the beginning. Let me just, okay, set up the mouse here. Let's just always use the best of the best. Sometimes try to confuse the opponent, like this knight to d5. Not the best of the best, but maybe in the end I will do something here. c4, okay, nothing really. Queen to b4, this pawn is falling. Let's just see how my opponent handles the situation. Spar shows 7, coming to I don't know where. Has a little bit of a bad connectivity, but what can you do? It is what it is. So, earning a pawn, at least for now. And okay, yeah, simply knight to d5. Can I actually play queen to b2? If I capture on b2, attack the rook can only go to c1 and then I go knight to a2. Yeah, queen to b2 is better than, even though knight to d5, you're returning the knight back and the queen is defended, so still up a pawn. But this way, up, yeah, up 2 pawns, actually up a pawn and a piece. Knight to e4 is available. I mean, of course, rook to c1 and knight to a2 will be the move. Try to harass the rook, but let's see. Yeah, as expected. So let's grab another pawn. Probably rook to d1. And then the knight is coming back to c3. Okay. So decided not to go for this, but I'm going to simply exchange, win a whole rook here, and then just simply continue with the game. Maybe I could have berserked, so to maybe catch up with the leading guys. Could have berserked, but okay, it is still fine. Hopefully Sparsh 07 won't wait it out. Won't wait it out. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is harsh. Harsh Sparsh. It's a little bit about yesterday. Yesterday I actually attended a paintball tournament for the first time ever. And back to tournament. Very good first victory of the day. Let's hope many of those are to come. Yeah, attended a paintball tournament for the first time in my life and it went quite well. We won first place. And after that, a couple of things happened in the end and didn't really have time for the stream. But what can you do? I'll just do a stream today. So move to 514th place. As we will move on, probably, and yeah, the rise to the top will get slower and slower. But okay, at least we will try. Let's check out. Okay, so we have 972 players, and the first guy who is pausing after winning a lot of games, maybe he is even, yeah. Okay, a much stronger opponent. Now we have OPDRGM, some kind of a GM. Also doesn't want to disclose his location. Plays the Sicilian. Okay, what will we have? The Najdorf, the Accelerated Dragon, the Sveshnikov. Oh, okay. Playing d6, maybe we'll transpose in the Najdorf. Oh, immediately a6. Okay, not going for knight to f6. That is fine. Expecting knight to f6 now, probably. Let's just see what happens. Okay, e6. Okay. Let's play bishop to e2, bishop to e3. Then decide where do we actually want to castle. So he kind of avoided all those variations with bishop to g5, which I usually play. Yeah, I'm going kingside castle. It's a much safer option. b5 here with bishop to b7 to attack the pawn on e4. So queen to d2 maybe not the best of ideas here. Maybe losing a tempo a little bit, but okay. Everything is fine now. Bishop to f3 is coming without an issue. Okay, b5, b4, knight to e2. Okay, now e3, and I'm preparing f5. Or am I? Knight to e5. Oh, and knight to c5. Okay. Let's calculate this a little bit. I mean, if I play f5, e5, knight to b3, I'm stopping knight to c5 because obviously black would like to put the knight on c5 to have even more pressure on the e4 pawn. Capturing doesn't really make sense because knight captures on f5, then this bishop here is under attack. But one thing that is going to, for me, after f5, if he plays e5, is that this pawn will be very, very weak. So going for that option, knight to b3 here, simple. King to g1, king to h1, g4, g5. This could be a plan. Also playing rook to d1 to kind of establish dominance on the d file. Okay. So rook to d8. Let me answer to this stuff by putting the rook also here. I mean, knight to c5, knight captures, pawn captures. This is with the tempo, but I can simply move the queen even to a nice square such as f2. Right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. There is a little bit of a threat of b4 once again. So maybe let's just think about what should we do here. Okay, knight to d5, not the best of options because bishop captures, pawn captures, and e4 is a possibility as I see it. Then the bishop has to move, and then here the threat is to capture on d5, losing a pawn, not really going into the best of situations. I'm just thinking about queen to f2 or queen to e2. I mean, queen to e2, if I play, I don't really have that many good discoveries. Can I play after b4 and pawn captures, pawn captures? Should I even capture the pawn? Immediately knight to d5. Yeah, still the same idea. Still pretty much the same idea here. All of a sudden the situation doesn't look all that good. So okay, let's try out this idea with queen to f2. Let's try out queen to f2 here and hopefully put on a lot of pressure here on c5. So b4 is something that I'm expecting. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm just looking at knight to a4 and what happens after that. So b4, knight to a4. Yeah, it will be quite interesting to see what my opponent will do in this situation. So okay, let's move on with knight to a4. Now I have 3 attackers here. Let's pre-move this. Okay, he is going to defend here on this side, which is fine. I mean, I could have maybe even captured and played bishop to b6. Let's do it now. The issue here. Let's see what he does. There could be some threats here on this diagonal because bishop come into c5, but okay. Now let's simply capture here and have the rook be the ones with the rook on the d file. Will he play the queen back to c7? Probably. And then, oh, okay. No, he won't. No, he won't. Let's put the rook here. Okay, having the queen on the d file now. Yeah, it will be a very tense endgame with bishop pair on both sides. Yeah, let's play b3 here and try to go for a better endgame. Now improve also the position of the king. Yeah, simply capture here if he goes for it. The one thing I'm worried a little bit about is this pawn here. Okay, what happens after bishop to a6? Okay, nothing because he didn't play it. But okay, let's simply move the pawns on this side. I would really like to exchange queens at least. At least that. Okay, now this. Now if I exchange the light square bishop, then it should be a winning endgame. But okay, first, how to play this? Let's play bishop to a7. Try to confuse him a little bit. Okay, bishop to a6 has been here for a while. I have missed that. Fortunately, he didn't see it. So let's move out of the way here. Yeah. Let's put the bishop here. I guess he saw bishop to b5 now. So okay. Next idea. Come with the king here. Okay. Okay, improve. Yeah, I'm in the worst position. That's for sure. But of course he has to find the way how to actually make this better for himself. Okay, let's try this. This will be interesting. Okay, did he just lose the game? Yeah, I was keeping this pawn in line and now I've defended my pawn, king to e5. Yes, that is the game, my man. I'll simply go for the f6 pawn and win it. Very good. So he made a little bit, yeah, a little mistake there. Okay, now and also don't lose on time. I mean, yeah, don't draw on time. Back to tournament, 13 seconds, more than enough. Yeah, it's good if somebody else sees it and not your opponent. Yeah, the bishop move was kind of obvious. I don't really know why I moved my king in that direction. Should have kept it a little bit more safer. So my opponent had a chance to punish me, but he didn't. So yay for me. 400 in first place, playing against MMM 900. So I'm going to berserk this one, since the last time I played against a 1400 player, it proved to be quite over soon. So having 2.5 minutes in this situation should be plenty, to say the least. Okay, queen to a5, threatening. Let's play bishop to e3, not allowing bishop to c5. Yeah, okay. I'm perfectly fine with giving up a knight and having double pawns, but having the bishop pair instead. Okay. Let me defend this pawn in the end. Yeah, pawn captures, queen captures. Okay. Okay, not going. Whoa. No, what happened there? Okay, in the end I won a pawn, but I didn't want to go castle there in that situation. It wasn't the best idea. Let's play rook to b5, no threatening to capture and winning a pawn. Actually, no. If I capture rook to a2. It doesn't look too good. Let's play the bishop to d4. A little bit better square there. If he moves the knight, this pawn on b7 will fall. Okay, knight to c4, always a nice move to see. I have to be careful a little bit here because, yeah, back rank threats there. Like here playing rook to e2. So let's play rook to c7, try to scare the knight away. Something like knight to a3 maybe, yeah. Knight to a3, a perfectly reasonable move. And what happens if I play king to b2? Knight b5. Yeah, let's play that. I don't see any immediate threat. If he gives a check, I will capture. Now I attack the knight. If he captures the bishop, then this is simply fine for me. Okay, captures, and now move the king away so that knight to d4 doesn't come with a check. Knight to a3, of course, rook to b1, a big threat, so have to move the king to d2. Now move the king even further. If knight to b2, king to e2, go on the other side of the board. Just one more check there. Move with the king and rook to e1 should be enough here in this situation. Okay, let's play rook to e1 immediately. Okay, that is fine. A big threat here on e8, so yeah, have to be aware of that. And now also the pawn here is falling, so... Oh, actually, is it? No. Yeah, no, not really. So always be careful. Rook to a5, knight to b2, I'm losing the game, so let's... What to do? c4? Yeah, c4 is a nice move. Kind of limiting the... Okay, I have to play a little bit faster. After all, I did berserk. I do have a pawn, at least. Bishop to c3 or rook to b3. Let's see what he does. Okay, bishop to c3. King captures, otherwise rook to a5. Rook to b3 now and c4. Okay, first let's see if he captures. Hopefully he won't, because then he is simply in a lost position. Here give a little check and go for the pawns on the other side of the board. Yep, he allows it. Then give a little check here. Okay. king to b3, a4 maybe. Okay, this is now definitely a win for me. Let's just push the pawn very fast here. Unfortunately, he won't make it in time. Let's play even c4. And okay, queen d4, queen d5. Now with two queens, it should suffice. Okay, this is check, and this is checkmate. Very nice. Yet another win. Now getting 5 points because on fire. And let's see how the tournament is progressing. For the moment, I have played against two 1400 players. Yeah, didn't really had a problem there, but the opponent, the second opponent, had a really good chance to pick up a queen for me and go for a win. But still, I'm waiting for an opponent that is closer to my rating. Here, I am now in 207th place. Yeah, joined the tournament an hour after beginning, but still trying to go to the top. Let's berserk also this one. So playing against Stub1 from Norway, maybe Carlsen's friend. Let's see. Okay, he goes for the close Sicilian. Like in my game against Stockfish, I'm going to repeat what will happen. Maybe he will go for this e5 variation. Okay, he's keeping it closed, so I won't allow d4, and I will simply go for this setup. Bishop to g4 here, queen d7. Yeah, going for bishop to h3. He's preparing c3 probably. So I would like to get rid of his pawn, his bishop here, and I see that he is preparing f4. Okay, doesn't really matter, at least for me, and let's play d5. Now knight to e5 if he captures here on e5, and yeah, the threat is to open up the position. If he captures on d5, even queen to d5 is a possibility. Yeah, things are looking good, so at least from this perspective. Okay, now this is a pawn, and I can simply capture also, because if rook captures, pawn captures, the pawn cannot capture, the queen is out. Okay, oh, this is not a pawn, or actually it is. But is there a better move? Because this king on f3 doesn't look too healthy to me. Queen g4, queen captures, c4, bishop to c5. Yeah, let's go for this. Even knight to e4 if king to f2. But okay, he doesn't go for it. Let's give a check. Let's put the rook on d8. Yeah, he's in a bit of a bad situation. I can capture here on c2. Don't know how much good will it bring me. So let's play c4, preparing a bishop to c5 for check. Having the queen on this diagonal and the bishop on this diagonal should be very good. So bishop to c5. Now knight to d4. And I'm thinking rook to d4 then. Yeah, rook to d4. The queen is defended. Now the bishop can capture, and now once again this deadly situation here on this diagonal. If rook captures, then queen to e1, losing the game. And if queen, yeah, simply can I play knight to g4? I don't really see the point in playing that, but yeah. Oh, actually there is bishop to e3. Bishop to e3 is a very nice in-betweener. So Nicola Simonini, yeah, I'm feeling fine. Very sorry that I missed yesterday's stream, so no stream on Sunday, but to make this Monday a little bit more fun, yeah, I decided to do it today, playing this tournament for an hour and then maybe accepting some challenges from you guys. So moved to 110th place. Nice 14 points, 4 out of 4 games, and let's see Ancora. So I don't know what should be the threshold of actually going berserk, but I'm going to keep steady with this one. Playing against Ancora from Spain. Okay, not really going for any more gambit lines. I like to play d3 here and then simply e5. Kind of messy setup here, doesn't allow knight to come to c3. But yeah, all in all, a good position for both sides. Yeah, let's see. Knight to f3, probably knight to f6. Okay, knight to d2, of course. You have to develop this way. And the idea is to come with the bishop on e7. Now h3 a little bit soon. Is he preparing g4? That's the question. But then I'm playing simply d5. Yeah, let's play d5. I know I'm probably giving up a pawn, but sometimes it is good to give a pawn for activity. So for this game against Ancora, didn't want to really go berserk, but I'm very much fine with giving up a pawn. So and also, yeah, if he goes for it, then I will simply capture on e3 after this. And bishop to h4 seems like a move. Yeah, bishop to h4, not allowing my opponent to castle. Okay, he moves king to e2. And now the question is how to proceed. In the end, this pawn here is a weakness. When I will attack the knight, and the knight will simply come on f3, attacking my bishop. Bishop to h7 could be a threat in some situations, but not at the moment. Okay, rook to e8 seems questionable. Yeah, the problem is that I can't really develop this bishop on a very good line. So let's play queen to e7. Push this knight back to f3. And all should be fine. I mean, his king is in the center. That's a pretty big weakness here. Do I have time to play bishop to f6 and keep the bishop pair? That's the question. Or even I can play bishop to g3. Bishop to g3 is a very nice move, I would say. Yeah, bishop to g3. Nothing can scare the bishop away, and it's kind of a pest here in his camp. I'm still considering where I will develop my bishop. I'm even thinking about b6 and bishop to b7. Having the bishop on this diagonal, a rook to e8 is always a possibility, but the thing is he can easily defend this pawn. Bishop to f4 is also now an idea to keep even more pressure here, but yeah, the question is what he will do. Okay, he's obviously going for this pawn, and now the question is, should I play f5 maybe? f5 is also an option, or simply g6, not to think about too much about the situation, but then h4, h5. Yeah, once again a question, what to do. Can I play simply rook to e8? If bishop to h7, I go king to h8, and then somehow he needs to defend this. Yeah, let's go with this variation. I mean, I'm perfectly happy giving up this pawn. I mean, it doesn't mean too much for the moment. And you know what they say, the attack is the best defense. So bishop to h7 is expected, king to h8. Now the bishop is in a little bit of a messy situation. Okay, so this is something that was pretty much expected, so I'm just guessing if bishop to f4. So g6 definitely wins a bishop. If you sacrifice the bishop, then pawn captures, and you cannot capture because of queen to e3. Yeah, it seems too dangerous. But what happens after bishop to f4? Bishop to f4, if you move e4, king to h7. So this pawn is definitely falling. But in the end, do I have to give up a queen? So if simply rook to e1, I play queen to e3, king to f1, and yeah, doesn't seem too good. So let's play g6. Let's win this bishop. I mean, once again, the ideas of h4, h5 are there, but I'm trying to keep an option here of also, okay, bishop to f5 is also an option here. Now, let's see what he does. I mean, in the end, my king is wide open here. So queen to e3. Okay. Queen to e2. Bishop to f4, and what then? Is there a way how to checkmate my opponents, like king coming, rook d8? Yeah, the problem is that I cannot play bishop to f5. Actually, if I play... yeah, okay, he has this. Okay, also have to think about the time. Rook to d8, giving a check, king to c2. Yeah, he could just run out here. So I'm going to give a check here. And I'm going to give a check here. Okay, those were the only moves. So that was pretty much expected. Now, what to do? Yeah, let's simply exchange. I do have only 48 seconds, but I do have a very nice situation here with these two bishops. Let's also play a4, a5. Okay, b5. Let's see what he does. Bishop to d6. Okay, yeah, the problem is that two rooks were attacking here on a4. Okay, don't think too much. Otherwise, losing on time is definitely an option for. Okay, yeah. Now winning this knight should be easy to proceed with the game. Bishop to d3, giving a check. Have to keep an eye on this pawn, but I have to play a little bit faster. Okay, bishop here, defending the pawn. No, okay, bishop to d7. And now it's just a matter of winning the pawns and going for a checkmate. Okay, bishop to come here. Let's come here. Okay. Yeah, now this one is being lost because he is pinned. Let's pick up this one as well. And yeah, that should pretty much solve it. Very good. Back to tournament. Yet another win. This one, it was a little bit crazy, but still, giving up a pawn. You always follow, but you don't know my real name. Well, yeah. So if you have watched the last couple of videos, I have. Okay, was there a problem with the OBS? Just got a notification. Hopefully everything is in order. So if something is wrong, please do say it in the chat. But other than that, yeah, let's just enjoy the games. Yeah. So if you watched, last couple of videos, you have probably seen. So let's berserk this one. My real name in the description down below. When I was playing against Topish, I put my real name in it. Don't really want to go for Lasker, so let's go for the Nejmedinov or Rosolimo variation. Immediately d4, not so sure, but it can be played. It can definitely play it, so c5 is a threat. Losing, and let's play queen to e2, keeping an eye on the pawn. Okay, that is a nice idea here. And bishop to g5 is met with knight to a5. Let's... What is best? Let's play knight to f3. Now e5 is definitely a threat because the queen is on c7. Let's play bishop to f4. Okay, provoking something like e5. Giving up a very so this knight on c3 for a very strong bishop on g7 is always an option. So having this situation here is definitely fine for me. Queen to b6, okay. And knight to a4 seems to be quite okay. I mean, just moving the knight is... Okay, let's play this. I wonder will he go for this kind of a poisonous pawn. But is it that poisonous? So if I capture with the queen, yeah, I can go. Can I capture with the queen? That's the question that I would like to be answered. Let's capture with the queen. Seems like queen to d8 is a very, very big threat. So, man, he really went for it. Doesn't care at all. Okay, now knight to d5 comes with an open attack on the queen. Queen to a3. This pawn is defended. Knight to e4 even better. Or, no, then simply queen to b6. Okay. Yeah, let's try knight to e4. This bishop is defended here. Yeah, but after queen to b6, I'm not seeing any good ideas for me. And I only have 51 seconds, and so this one will be crazy. So I'll have to start to play faster. So for the moment, I'm down a pawn, and I don't have any idea what I would like to play after queen to b6. Yeah. So keep the options open, play something like this, and then knight to c5. So keep the pressure. That's okay. Now this one. Now I have to play this to defend the queen. Man. Yeah, I'm losing this one. Okay, that was unexpected. A little bit of a miscalculation. Yeah, I could have simply captured with the knight on d1, everything is defended, but yeah, that's what happens. Sometimes it happens just simply like that. Okay, knight to d5 is obviously a very good move here. Let's simply play this, allow this, e5 even. Yeah, that is quite disappointing. But okay, still I'm not lost. Knight to b3 seems like a pre-mover. Yeah. Let's play h3 also. No, a4. Okay. Knight to f3 now. Black is really going all in. What I would like to do is somehow open up the position. So that I can make some threats towards his king. Okay, I'm allowing this because, yeah, I need to get some counterplay on this side. Yeah, but no, queen to b1, a3, I think this is losing for me quite easily, to be honest. Okay, knight to g4, knight to f6 is still, yeah, a possibility. So I do have some counterplay. Yeah, let's do this. Knight to g4. Knight to h6. Okay, he is using his time. That is one thing that is going for me. Okay, knight to h6. Let's go for this. There are no checkmate threats. Queen to c5. Oh, okay. Okay, didn't see that one coming. And now how to stop a2? Can't really do it, huh? a2, a1. Yeah, that's... Have to play king to h2. Two queens. Yeah, how to deal with that? Okay, if he moves either of the queens from this diagonal, then... But bishop to c8 simply wins it, I think. Okay. You just simply move the queen. Okay, he's very... Yeah, it's very strange how he plays with the time. Okay. No, don't lose like that. Yeah, I'll lose on time. Maybe a stalemate? No. Okay, first game lost against 1600 players and already losing 25 points. No. No. Why didn't I play something? Well, I didn't thought it was good at the time. I guess I don't even really remember. Okay, what do we have? Morphy and Tal in 2018. Probably would have made a nice duo, but let's see how my opponent with 1990 rating fares in this, once again, in this opening that I've played already today. So it was a bad call to berserk against my opponent in the last game. Or at least I should have played faster. But here in this situation, once again, I will see knight to c4. And once again, I will be the one who plays d5. So I'm liking my situation here. Oh, but bishop to b6 now. Oh, very nice. Very, very creative here. But okay, after these knight captures, I do have the queen to e6. This is attacked and this is attacked. Okay, the kings are open. If queen to a4, king to f8 will be played, and I think it's a fine situation. Of course, I would much rather like if I would be able to go kingside castle, but yeah, here unfortunately I'm not seeing it after queen to a4. Okay, let's just simply capture here. Bishop to c4, I guess. Yes, and oh, okay. Okay, that was a stupid blunder. So concentration is definitely missing at this point. Man. Yeah, that is a bad situation. I have to go like this. Concentration is key. So playing like this doesn't really suit you. Okay, now queen to b3. Let's try to find a way how to actually tackle this situation. Queen to b3, probably planning to go castle this side. But already b4 is played. So why didn't I play knight to b6 while opening a discard attack on the queen? So I played a knight to e4. You mean knight to b5? Probably. Wasn't queen to b5 then a possibility? Yeah, I think that I'm losing in that situation. What happens after knight to g4? Knight g4, queen g4. He has both of the bishops attacking on this side of the board. At least he cannot go castle. Have to find the best way here to continue. Bishop to d6 I don't like really that much, because even if he gives up the knight on e5, he will, for example, go queenside castle, and then rook to d8 is a threat. So knight to g4 is much more to my liking. There is a threat of course, capturing. Yeah, let's go for this, even if the queen moves to g4. Or actually, queen to f7 then, to go for this bishop. Should my... Yeah, I am losing, by a pawn, but at least maybe I can go for something more in a situation where my king isn't in the worst place. So yeah, I'll definitely try to play queen to f7, exchange queens. On the other hand, his knight will be attacked, so by the bishop, of course, here on c8, if he decides to go for this. So queen to f7 as planned. Let's exchange queens, and the knight is attacked. Okay, knight to e5, king to e6. Bishop to f6 is a threat. I mean, I wouldn't call it a threat, but yeah, once again, the position of this bishop isn't the best, to be honest. What happens if... Yeah, I think I have to play b5, knight to b6, and rook to b8. Oh, okay. So he decided not to go for this. Then I will simply play bishop to b7. And okay, it isn't the worst situation. I mean, bishop to g7 could be played, but we'll see if it's good. Giving up another pawn. Yeah, that's something really you want to think about in this situation. Let's play rook to g8. My king is in the center, so that is one thing that's not good. f3, okay, but I'm not seeing any good discoveries. Okay, knight to... Oh, let's simply capture then. Okay, knight to c4. Is that a good discovery? Oh, it's actually not so bad. Yeah, I have to defend like this. Knight to e5 then. Yeah, I have to go king to e8. Okay, after all, there was a good discovery. Don't underestimate the knight discoveries. Never do that. Okay, of course, pawn captures. Very, very nice. Let's play g5. Since my king is in the center, let's try to open up his king as well. Okay, knight to f6 is a threat, so let's play... Okay, knight to h6 then. So is it better to play here on this side? And then rook to d1. Not looking that good, to be honest. Yeah, that's what happens when you leave the king in the center. King to f8 is a little bit better, I would say. Yeah, let's play king to f8. There aren't any checks. That's the good thing. So don't go on that side of the board. h5 is also a possibility. Bishop to f3, definitely not, because of rook to f1 and then losing a piece. But having a bishop here on this diagonal does allow me for some good moves, I think. Okay, let's try to see what happens after h5. Knight to h6. Okay, no, first a check. That is actually a very nice move. Now knight to h6. No, I'm not thinking that. That's the best. Actually, now there is no knight to f6 check. I mean, there is, but now the bishop can capture. And okay. Now, once again, there's a question of what happens here. simply rook here so that I can defend against the check with rook to e7. Yeah, it's a tight situation, so okay, let's play g4. I'm not seeing anything. There is a check, and I can simply... Oh, okay. Okay. I have to go like this. I cannot go king d8. If I went king d8, then bishop to b6. So, very important. Now, if any of the checks, I can simply go king to c8. Is there... Okay, another check, simply king to c8. And no more checks, okay. Yeah, let's play simply like this. Try to open up even more. And rook to d8. Now the threat is here. f6. Okay, bishop to d4, nice. Let's attack the pawn. Not the best, I should say. Maybe f6 will happen. And then, yeah. Well, that wasn't the best course, I would say. Okay. Okay, have to be careful here. Very nice play by my opponent. Let's play g2 probably. Yeah, let's play g2. Okay, what to do now? Man, this guy is good. Oh, I'm losing a rook. Oh, come on. Yeah, that is definitely a lost game for me. Yeah, back to tournament. I had a pretty good chance with g2 there, but yeah, my opponent with the play with the bishop was just amazing. So didn't really play against anybody close to my rating strength. But yeah, 2 games that I had something, yeah, lost very bad. So unfortunately, not the best of tournaments. But yeah, that's how it is. It's just that kind of a day. Probably the last game of the day, playing against Cat 97 once again with the black pieces. Let's see what happens. Well, thank you, Nicola. I'm glad you enjoy it. Hopefully many more streams to come. So let's try to win this one to end the tournament with a win. Okay, let's first capture here on d4 and then play knight to c6, knight to c3, queen to d6. Bishop to e7, going castles. A typical situation here where black is, of course, trying to go for this d pawn, d4 pawn, which is an isolated pawn. Okay, my opponent, it seems, is very well versed in this opening, even so much that he kind of forced me into this knight to e5 now, and he doesn't have an isolated pawn anymore. What is even better for him, he has a better position. So let's play knight to d5. Let's have these exchanges here on this side. Oh, okay, he doesn't want to go for it. That is perfectly fine. Perfectly acceptable. Let's play bishop here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, we'll see what's the problem here. Okay, after all these captures, the pawn is staying here, and rook can come on c7. What happens after bishop to b4? Is that a good idea? Yeah, always pinning a piece. That's a nice thing to do. So it seems that I will transfer my pressure on the c file, playing rook to c8 at some point, but the main thing is that now my idea is that I have much better pieces here on this side of the board, since this bishop is not looking that good. So bishop to c3 here. Let's simply play rook to c8 and yeah, just simply... Oh, okay, rook to c3 is a possibility. Didn't really think about that one. Or is it? No. Knight c3, queen d7, rook d7, bishop f3. Yeah, in the end. Yeah, I can capture on c3. But it's an interesting line. If he captures with the pawn, rook to c8 does solve a lot of problems. So now knight to c4, rook to c4, the other rook comes. It will be probably an endgame with... Okay. Okay, let's simply go for this and rook to c8. Okay, in the end, it does look quite well. Now we have the queen's exchange. We'll have the open a file, and I'm not really worried about my b pawn. I can play it even to b4, or play bishop to c6 simply. But I'm liking my chances in this game. So after all, it being in this opening with black pieces, otherwise white is very good. Oh, okay, he isn't interested in that. After all, he does have the bishop pair. But let's play h6. h6, a nice move, just keeping room for the king there. Cannot play queen to b4, queen captures, knight captures, I'm losing the bishop here. So the idea probably here for my opponent is to play queen to d6. Yeah, his bishops are looking very, very good. So let's somehow try to... What happens after knight to c3? Knight to c3 is a nice move, attacking the rook and also the bishop. Bishop captures, queen captures, still. Yeah, let's try this. If in any other situation I'm not missing anything, bishop to b7, I have to capture with the queen on b7, because after knight to d1, bishop simply captures on c8. I don't have any threats here, so let's just remove this, because I'm thinking that this is probably what will happen. And one thing that I will manage to get out of this situation, my opponent won't have the bishop pair and he will stay with the worst bishop, so the dark square bishop, while on the other hand my knight will be very nicely placed in the center, and I can just continue simply with that. Yeah, cat 97, but we are getting very, very close to the finishing moments of the tournament. So this will be the last game. First place, Michelle 70. Not having too big of a rating, so one might wonder. Okay, if rook to c1, simply I think knight to d5. Okay, rook to d6, that is fine. Knight to e2. Let's go for this simple but very effective idea. Queen to b1 with knight to e2. The problem is here. What happens after? Yeah, what happens after queen to g1? So Definitely h4 must be played. And I cannot play rook to c1 because I was thinking rook to h1 with queen to f5 would end it for white. But the thing is, my opponent has queen to d3, so rook check, king h7, queen to d3, and all of my ideas fell apart. So let's play queen to g1 and h5. Oh, okay, but simply now capturing on f2. Queen to f5 is still a threat. Queen to a6. Okay. Queen to f5, g4 is the only move, and queen to g4. This is checkmate. It would be nice if I would have played all of my games like this, but yeah, sometimes you lose a game, then you lose concentration, and everything is going downhill from there. So, it is that part of the stream. No, yeah, Trav. You didn't miss me yesterday. Unfortunately, in the end, I didn't have that much time to have a stream, so decided to do it today. And after an hour playing in a tournament, thought that maybe we could have a couple of, just simply a couple of challenges for the end of the stream. So if anybody is interested in playing against me, after all, you saw that I'm not the best of the best. I will just play another blitz game. I'm not the best of the best today, so if anybody is up for a challenge, until then I will play against Mentecapto. You too, enjoy the game. Oh, this is that modern defense I've been learning about during my streams. Okay, already a challenge, which is nice. Definitely will go for those after this game. But let's first try to focus and play this game a little bit more faster, because this is a 3+0. I've been playing, I've been playing 5+0 until now. B5, of course, okay. Still keeping an option. And now queenside castle. Is it the best? Is it the best choice here? Okay, first let's close in the position. Already b5 on the board, but okay. f5. Let's play bishop to h6. Yeah, this bishop is undefended. Let's play h4. I'm expecting f4, but then I will capture and play maybe even a g3 immediately. G3 immediately, pawn captures, knight captures, rook to f3. With ideas of queen to g2. So let's play g3. Rook f3, queen g2. Okay, knight to f5 is now a threat. Or even h5. Knight to f5 should suffice. At least, I'm not sure if I should have gone for this rook to f5 now. But yeah. It is fine, I think. Queen cannot capture. That is for sure because of... Oh, okay, I cannot play bishop to h3. That is... Yeah. Let's play h5 immediately. So now the idea is I do have the exchange, but my opponent has the knight and 2 pawns. Okay, the knight and 1 pawn now. He goes for it immediately with the open b file, but yeah, it's not all that simple. It's not all that simple. Yeah, that is one tricky situation. Let's always give threats. So that was one. Give a check and also try to do it here. Bishop to h3, bishop to e6. Okay. Let's play the queen here. Oh, okay, but no. Rook to b8. Come on. Why am I missing these ideas? Okay, my opponent is missing them as well. Okay. Let's play knight to a2. Because rook to b8 was very much a possibility, I think, there. Okay, going for the pawn, but I'm more interested in this, and then queen to g7. Okay, saw that. b3 must be played. Okay, and the queen comes here, but I can simply capture. Does he want to exchange queens? Yeah, he definitely does. But I don't want to do it. So I just simply play this. Queen to c4. Queen to c4. Now it's time to include the knight into the game. It would be nice if I could get rid of one knight at least. So for example, knight. No, no. I saw it, but it, no, okay, queen to c2. Yeah, that is. Okay, my opponent also missed it. Oh, but you're losing a knight. How the tables have turned on you, my friend. Okay. Yeah. It's a situation that I don't enjoy too much. Yeah, let's just exchange one of the rooks. Something like this. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, actually, okay. Yeah, the time is always a problem. No challenges? Yeah, let's do a rematch. It was... This one was tense. We had a very nice attack going, but unfortunately in the end didn't look so well. So I'll just play a couple of more games and I think I will end it for today. Okay. No immediate bishop to b4, of course. Let's capture here. Let's play bishop to b4 now. I think I should have lost after queen to a4 there, but yeah, I'm playing the worst chess. d5. Yeah, this doesn't make sense to me. This opening I'm playing, that's... I really don't know what is happening here. So today it's not my day. Probably should have warmed up before going to the stream. But having this bishop here is just awful. Just plainly awful. Come on. c5. Okay, bishop to a5. At least I won't lose it. But having this sort of situation is very bad. But okay, even now with c5, the light squares are open. Rook to e2, not really sure about that move, but let's try b6. Is he trying to play rook to c2? Okay. Yeah, not really sure what's the point here. C6 maybe? What happens after b5? Pawn captures, pawn captures, pawn captures, knight captures. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, 98. A queen for a rook and a knight. Well, I think I'm the one that got the better end in this exchange, but I could be wrong. Let's exchange this very, very strong bishop on g2. And let's move on to the challenges. Okay, we have 2 challenges from Srivastav and Talfan 2. Okay, Mentecapto. Capture with the rook. Keep the rook in line here. Give up the bishop for the knight. Yeah, rook to c1 is met with rook to b2. So everything should be fine here. Let's just pre-move this. Yeah. Let's move on to the challenges. Not to keep you guys waiting. So maybe do a couple of challenges against you guys and then end it up for the stream. Srivastva, yeah, I have just accepted your challenge. So playing a 5+0. Oh, I see we already played. 1 game, which was, yeah, it doesn't really say here. Should it say? I'm not sure. I haven't played the Nimzo Indian today, so nor will I after bishop to g5 here, but still bishop to b4, why not? It's a possible move. Let's play c5. Okay. Yeah, let's give up a knight and let's mess up the pawn structure on the king side, but we'll win a pawn. Sometimes you gotta go for the pawn. If queen to d2, then simply knight to e4. That is why you have to play bishop to d2, exactly. And now I can simply go like this. I'm not worried about this captures. D5 is a possibility always. Or is it actually in this situation? I should have, yeah, d6. Should have played d6, not d5. Come on, man. Keep it together. Let's capture with the knight. Play b6 and bishop to b7 to open up for this bishop. Is knight to c3 a possibility? Knight to c3. No, don't really want to go and play in that dark alley. Capturing knight on c3 doesn't really look too good. So let's just simply continue with the plan. Okay, bishop to d3 probably will be played. H6, yeah, instead of bishop to b7 maybe should have played knight to d7 and knight to f6 to cover for this square. But okay, this is also fine, I guess. What happens if c4 is played? Hopefully my opponent isn't listening, trying to take advantage of me streaming and talking about the moves. Yes, c4 is questionable. Knight moves and then bishop to b4. So let's move the rook out of this diagonal here. Okay. Yeah, definitely we'll move the knight here now, and after bishop to b4, move the queen to h5. Unfortunately for you, now the rook is not on f8, so the idea of bishop to b4 doesn't hold that much strength. But okay, it is still a good move, I should say. But now, on the other hand, you do have a situation where, for example, this bishop can capture on f3. Pawn has to capture. Okay, and in betweener, yeah, knight will simply capture, but pawn captures on f3 and queen to h5. I think that I don't have anything with queen to d6, so I will win a pawn. So playing h4, yeah, wasn't the best idea. If h3 would have been played, then king to g2, it seems, holds everything. But now in this situation, the pawn on f3 or the pawn on h4 will fall, thus leaving me a very nice situation here. Rook to c5 is a possibility also to include the rook into the attack, and this king is wide open, so king to f1, king to e2 seem to be the best course. But of course, you have to be careful about the situations. Let's see what my opponent thinks of. But definitely this situation here isn't looking too good for him. So, which pawn is better, the one on h4 or the one on f3? If I capture on f3, bishop to e2. If I capture on h4, rook to b5, I think. So, I'm liking queen to f3 more. Bishop to e2, maybe queen to h3, and going for this pawn. Well, on the other hand, keeping the attack going. So, rook to b5, okay. What happens after knight to g4? Does anything need to happen? Queen to e2, queen h3, and yeah. How can you stop the threats of queen to h3 and queen to h2? Keep in mind that bishop to e2 is losing immediately after queen to f2 and queen to h2. So Srivastav, definitely be careful in this situation. What do you plan? There is always a check on h7, even though it doesn't do anything, but at least you can give a check. It seems that bishop to f1 probably is the best move here in this situation. So bishop to f1, I'm looking at that move as being the best at the moment. But then maybe even I have knight to e3. Okay, h5 definitely ruled out all the possibilities, so let's give a check. Let's give queen to h3. Yeah, I was thinking that maybe, okay, actually I could have maybe even played a knight to e3 immediately. Yeah, why not knight to e3? Pawn captures, queen captures, you're losing a bishop at least, or if queen to f2, you're losing the rook on c1. So knight to e3 is definitely still an option, so if my opponent doesn't do anything, then knight to e3. Because after queen to h2, he can go simply queen to e1 and all is well, I would say. Bishop to e4. Knight to e3, bishop to g2 is met with checkmate, so... yeah, let's sacrifice this. I mean, yeah. I mean, queen to d3 wasn't the only threat. Now, rook to d2 is also possible, so... this situation isn't looking all that great for white. Opening up. Okay, queen to c1. That's the issue with rook to b5. Moving from the first rank. Whoa, okay, queen to g5, not possible really. But rook to d2 is a better move. Now I have also won a queen, so that will be a whole queen for me. And I think the game. Let's include the rook also into the game. If you can magically play rook to b8 here, then it would be checkmate, but fortunately for me, things are looking good. Okay, I would definitely like to exchange. Let's play f5 and proceed with the pawns. Okay, I will set a trap with king to f8. So moving out of the check and getting queen to e4. It worked. So Srivastav, it seems like, yeah, this is pretty much it. So thank you for the game. Let's move on. Yokos. Oh, and Bruno joined the stream. Yeah, it's Monday. Unfortunately, yesterday it wasn't possible for me to go for a stream, but yeah, I'm making it up for yesterday. Let's play e4. Maybe, oh, Yokos is a frequent participant at the stream events. Already played 4 games, it seems, against him. And let's go immediately for the endgame with queen to f3. Really? Oh, okay. The pawn on c2. The pawn on c2 seems like a very nice grab. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking a4 and bishop to b5, but don't want to be too silly there. So let's give the tempo to black and hope for something else in some other situation. So castling and c3 here, limiting the knight, of course. d4. Yeah, I would like to take my opportunities to the endgame in this situation. Playing a Scandinavian opening is quite hard for me because I hate it. So I'm going immediately for the endgame here. h2. We'll move to h3 to make room for the king and also to threaten to capture the bishop. Bishop to h5 or bishop to f3. Okay, both moves are good, so let's play bishop to e3. a5, a very nice move for the going for the endgame. But I think I can even play g4 here. Yeah, knight to e2, not allowing bishop to e4. And what is next? f4 will be planned. Knight to d5. Yeah, not bad, I should say. Boom, not bad at all. Really should have thought about playing this. Let's stop this. Knight to d5. Okay, knight to c4 is met with bishop to d3. No, no. Yeah, will he wait enough? So I do have a 15-second something, let's call it, for the stream. So if he waits long enough, he will probably hear me say it, but he didn't. He decided to go for knight to c8. So bishop to d3 was winning. The exchange after knight to d6, you can capture the rook. Then I have to think about capturing, and yeah, in the end I'm losing material. So not the best game, but it's fine. It's definitely fine. So let's play rook to d1 to stop this threat altogether. Yeah, knight to c4 doesn't look all that great, but also doesn't look all that bad. Oh, what happens here? Knight to e5 after this nice bishop move to e7. There is a threat of capturing on g6, after which we can play bishop to e4, having a very nice situation there. So not going for the endgame immediately, but having a nice couple of options here. So, oh, he doesn't want to allow it. Yeah, such a shame. But let's at least win one bishop. So what I managed to get rid of the bishop pair from my opponent. Now let's improve the position of the king. And I think we'll have to start to open up the position soon, because it is very good to have a bishop pair, but if the position is closed, then why have them at all? So if you cannot use them. So king to g3. Okay, having a look. But my opponent, okay. Okay, I have to kill some little animals because they were jumping on my screen, on my board. It's pretty frustrating. Yeah, don't give up the bishop. You worked so hard for the bishop pair, don't give it up. Rather transfer the rook on e-files. That looks nice, actually. But my opponent is playing very good, I would say, so nothing is lost here. Okay. Just as soon I have said that he plays good, he plays an awful move, leaving himself with a weak e6 pawn. I simply don't do anything with this. Of course, I'm not going for pawn captures because of knight to f5. If he captures, I will capture with the pawn. Knight to g6 is also possible. I will simply move the rook to e2. And, of course, once again, try to go for the double up. As you can see, this bishop on h7 doesn't look too good with the knight on g6, so that was an available move, rook to e5. King to f7, that is fine, and let's play this. A very nice bishop to h4 could be the next threat. And let's see what the opponent does. Is g5 a move? Yeah, it's a possibility, but it leaves a lot of things open. For example, bishop to g3. You could always capture, but I will simply recapture with a pawn. So let's try bishop to h4 first here. a4, yeah, it is okay. I'm going for a3, but I will simply ignore the threat. And here, oh, okay. Let me just calculate this a little bit. So a very nice move by my opponent, knight to g6. Don't want to give too much options. If bishop to d8, knight to f4, king to f2, knight on e2, bishop to c7, rook to d7, okay, I'm up for it. Knight to f4. It's a nice find. Bishop to c7, rook to d7, bishop to b6. Or no, actually no. Where will this knight go? Okay, yeah, I said bishop to d7 because bishop to c6. He's losing now. Okay, Yokos, thanks for the game. Let's move on. Bruno, patiently waiting for his chance to go against me once again on the stream. A delay. So, what is happening? c4, the English, of course. I'm playing knight to f6, even though I should have played e5. b3, the worst variation. That's how I call it. c4, b3, the worst, even though it probably has the name. No, I won't even develop my bishop. I will play very passively. Bishop g4. Queen d7. Okay, bishop h1. Bruno doesn't allow me to get rid of his bishop. The problem with this English is that, yeah, the problem for black is that it doesn't look that great, to be honest. Okay. What happens after d5? Yeah, let's see what happens after d5. Pawn captures, knight captures, simply attacking the bishop on c3. I'm liking my position. It isn't all that bad. Of course, bishop has to go back to b2. Otherwise, maybe you would lose a pawn on a3. Now the question is how to proceed here. After winning that much space in the center, it would be only fair to continue with the strike in the center. So rook to d8. All of my pieces are developed, and it is the final time to actually find a plan for this situation. Bishop on h1, even though it is on h1, is a very strong piece on this very, very long diagonal. Okay. A lot of forces are eyeing the pawn on e5. There isn't a simple way how to defend it. It's a tricky one now. Do I really want to play f6 here in this situation? I'm not sure. Do I have a choice? So f6 it is. After something like e4, knight to b6, and there is a weak d3 pawn. It is probably the best time now to make use of my bishop on h3, which isn't doing anything, so he served his purpose there. I wanted to go for the bishop exchange. Of course, Bruno decided not to go for it, but now bishop to e6 seems like a way to go. Hopefully Bruno is listening and learning all of my plans while we play. I was expecting d4, and now e4 seems very, very, very promising. And then f5. What to do with the bishop then? Then the bishop stays there for the whole game. Yeah, let's play e4. Don't want to really open up here. And still there is pressure on d4 after all this is passed. The knight will be on d5. f5 is the next move. And let's see what Bruno will do here. Yeah, it's looking okay. I mean, knight to e5 could be considered a move. So that is a square where the knight can go. Rook to c1. Yeah, I would say that is a better square for this knight. Okay, let's play knight to f6. Also have to be careful of the time. I do have some pressure on the d4 pawn now. And now the bishop on h1 isn't looking that strong isn't looking that strong for the moment. But one thing is clear, that my bishop also on h3 isn't looking too good. Okay, this was expected. Okay, this as well. Whoa, what happened there? I wanted to capture the queen. Bishop to c3. Okay, so everything was calculated in the end. I didn't calculate this bishop to c3, so that was my mistake. Let's play rook to d3, pawn captures. Was that the best way to go? Okay, pawn captures on f6 is definitely an option. Bishop to a3 kills the rook. Doesn't kill the rook, but what happens after rook to c3, bishop to b4? He will have... Is that the way to go? His bishop is out of the game for the moment. He will have the rook on c-file. A very nice rook on c-file. Yeah, let's go for that. Bishop to b4. Okay. Am I missing something? Oh, f7. No! 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 No. No. That's the worst. That is definitely the worst. How do I miss those crazy moves? Rook to c5, yes. What to do, what to do. Yeah. I guess just simply win all my pawns. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking too good. So Bruno better on time and Any last tricks? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm dead lost. Shouldn't have gone for rook to c3. Didn't really saw rook to c7 and f7. Yeah, unfortunately. That's what happens. Bruno, very nice. Very, very nice. I always enjoy losing on tactics such as those. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, it's time to resign. I mean, the time to resign was a long time ago, but what can you do? Sometimes you gotta play the game. Good evening, Stefano. So I'm going to play a couple of more games. Bruno, thanks for the game. So always nice playing against you. I don't want to say that I had something, but I probably had something there. So rook to c3, definitely the worst move of the game. Instead of that, simply going with what? With b4? Yeah, it's question. The question is what to play instead of that. But yeah, let's just move on. It's a blitz game. Yeah, probably should have calculated something like this in a normal game, but okay. An hour and 37 minutes. We are playing against Talfan. This is the Talfan 2 or Talfan the second. This is our first game, so welcome, Mr. Talfan. So very happy that I can play against you here today. And let's see. This is kind of an interesting Sicilian, where white plays a lot of moves with his pawns, so it is fair to say that I don't know this variation, but I will try to make the most of it. Knight from b to d2 seems like a move. Let's see what my opponent does. So rook to a2. Well, now that's just, I don't know. Let's play bishop to g4. Put in a nice bishop to g4. It seems like Talfan has a mind of his own, so he... Oh, okay. No, the c-pawn can go. No, I really don't understand. Let's play a6. I thought I understood it, but yeah, rook to a2, it was still a mystery to me. I thought you would move it from this diagonal so you can capture with the c-pawn, but apparently I was wrong. Okay, now that was the plan all along, giving up the bishop for the knight on f3. I think knight from b to d2 was a better move. Here, the queen is attacked and the bishop is attacked on c4. Let's capture this here, and knight to e4. Still not possible because of bishop to a7, if I'm not wrong. So let's play queen to c7 first and try to do something on the c file. Yeah, it will be interesting, but at least what I have going for myself is a very nice pawn structure. White does have the double c pawns. And okay, rook to d2. Yeah, let's play this rook on c8. I'm not seeing the rook being here on b8 any. Yeah, it's not the best. So let's capture here. Now on e4. No more discoveries, I think. Yeah, no more good discoveries. It is always when I say that I lose something. So hopefully I'm right this time. Pawn captures, knight captures on d6. Knight captures on c3, knight captures on c3, bishop to c3. So things are looking up. Is bishop to... So the rook was attacked, so at least you should move the rook. That is for sure. So I think I can actually even capture here. Bishop to c5. Okay. Doesn't want to go. My opponent doesn't want to go for this. Now I can play knight to c3, I think. Yeah, knight to c3. Exchange the knights. Win the second pawn and simply go for a better endgame. Bring the bishop back to g7, put the rook on d8, and should be fine. Okay, I won yet another pawn here on c5. So that's 3 pawns for this endgame. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay. Don't give up material, that's never a good idea. Would like to exchange at least the queens on or one pair of rooks. Or I can just simply win a rook. Okay, Talfan. Have to be concentrated, man. Giving up a rook like this. Yeah, it happens. Don't feel too bad. I also had a couple of blunders today, so it happens. Okay, magician from Tallinn, not from Riga. So famously, one of the world champions, Mikhail Tal, was also known as the magician from Riga. Riga is in Latvia, and Tallinn is in Estonia. So you get everything at this stream. A geography lesson, everything. So magician from Tallinn, are you some kind of a Tal's long lost brother or something? Yeah, I don't know. Does this work? Queen to d4. Knight c6. Let's play even e5. Knight to c6 now works probably. Bishop to b5. Magician from Tallinn is, I guess, new to Lichess. Does have some kind of a rapid, also question mark besides that one. I would assume that he is from Estonia. Let's capture the queen. Bishop c6, knight to e5. So, all in all, I gave up the bishop pair, but I do have a very nice pawn structure in comparison to my opponent. What is left in this game to do is to develop the pieces, of course, and then just simply go for activity. But always be careful. So knight to e5 looks very good for now, but it could be definitely a piece that will be attacked. So rook to e8 seems like a simple move to make, to simply develop with the tempo. Knight to f3, but then bishop to e3 was played with reason, so even play bishop to d4 or bishop to c5. Let's play bishop to d4 first. Is bishop to f6 a move? Knight to b4, okay. Let's play knight to a3. Defend the pawn on c2. Rook to e2, rook to c1. And okay. Okay, let's play rook to e1. When the knight moves, I am guessing my opponent wants to attack my knight on a3. Then I will simply play knight to c4. Then that is why I also play rook to e1, because if knight to c4 with the rook on f1, bishop to e6 is a possibility. So, what to do? But also keep in mind that I don't want to play knight to c4 immediately, because now knight to c2 would mean, yeah, me just simply losing material. Let's play h3, a very nice h3 here. c5, okay. The c5 I really didn't consider at all, but it turns out to be a very nice move. Bishop to f3, pawn captures. Yeah, I didn't need this h3 move after all. So I prouded myself with a very nice pawn structure, but in the end I will be the one also who has a very bad pawn structure after bishop to f3, if my opponent, the magician from Tallinn, decides to play it. So an hour and 46 minutes into the stream. 2 more challenges. I think those 2 challenges will be the last 2 games. Yeah, make it a around 2-hour stream. Sounds nice. Yeah, maybe do another stream also on Sunday if I make it this time. Okay, knight to d5. So not going for the knight to f3. That is fine. You don't have to do it, of course. It was just a suggestion. But now I'll play c3 and try to develop the knight through c2 and e3. Keeping in mind, if the knight moves, I will also move my knight, because I don't want to have this to worry about. Rook to d1 is also possible. Okay, bishop to f6. Simple as that. Let's play knight to c4. If bishop captures, simply knight captures. Having active knights in the center. But nothing decisive, so keeping in mind that still everything is quite drawish, I should say. Maybe capture with this knight so that the other knight can keep an eye on the a3 square. Okay, bishop to a6. Do I have to go back to a3? I mean, I can capture a rook with the rook on d5. Bishop captures, I capture on c5, bishop captures on a2, and I capture here. Yeah, let's go for this. Okay, everything is alright here on e5. Yeah, let's capture, knight captures. Yeah, everything is planned, and in the end I do have a pawn. So I have a nice little pawn, but black here having the pawn on a4 and being able to play bishop to b3 does seem like a very good idea for him. So okay, he doesn't want to exchange the rooks. Oof, sorry for that. Feeling a little bit tired after this working Monday, so please forgive me for that. But okay, for the moment I thought there were some discoveries. Of course, I can always play rook to e8 with a tempo, so don't have to be worried there. Magician from Tallinn. Yeah, playing not really like tall, but but taking a lot of time. That is something. Okay, let's play f4. It's always good to have options. Having a pawn in the middle of the board, why not? After all, I do have a pawn, so even if I lose it in the end, the game will be equal. 8-6. Yeah, that's a move as well. Improve the position of the king. All of the pieces look very well placed. I mean, the rooks aren't connected or anything. Yeah, beef. Come on, man. Now I have to capture here. And I can simply play this. Rook to a7, bishop to b3. Captures, rook to b7. And now I don't think that this pawn can be defended. Let's play king to f3. So keep an eye on our own pawn. Let's give a check and capture on b3. One other check and rook to f7. Or if he went here, then g4 is checkmate. Very nice. Good game. Enjoyed it immensely. So Bruno, once again against a game against you, and then I do have a game against Andrei Chirap. Okay, haven't played a game. I don't think we ever played, so this will be interesting as well. And Bruno doesn't go for the famous English opening. Rather, he goes for this Sicilian with b3. I think that's the actual name, Sicilian with b3. Sometimes you are creative with the opening names, like you have... Well, what is the most creative opening name? That's my question. Of course I'm a materialist. Always talking about winning material. Always talking about the pawns. That is actually my life motto. Win as many pawns as you can. That is what I will try to do in this game. It's kind of a shitty situation, to be honest. Yeah, let's go castle. I mean, the file is open, but... Okay, that was a must. Yeah, this one will be interesting. Why don't I play a game with Allmighty? Yeah, he is online. I see him here. I don't know. Maybe I could, but I don't know if he's up for it. We usually play some bullet games. And playing a bullet here on the stream isn't a good idea because everything starts to break up. Yes, Andrei, I see you as the next challenger, so this is why I told that I'll be playing against you. Knight to h5, knight to d7. A lot of possibilities here. Let's transfer the knight on the other side of the board. Is e6 a move? Yeah, could be. I'm just sacrificing the pawn, but not looking... Yeah, I'm looking more into a5 now, knight to b6, and starting to open up the queen side. Even though I don't have now the knight on f6, like keeping an eye on the king side, I don't think that Bruno has that much here in terms of the attack. So he will have to think about how to proceed here. So rook to e1 is definitely one of the options. Mm. Yeah, that's one option. E6 pawn captures, the queen is attacked with tempo. So that's... Let's play a5 or knight to b6, which is better? Start with the attack immediately or play knight to b6 to avoid e6 moves? Actually, yeah, a5. If e6, then pawn captures and e5 is a possibility in the next move. Once again, if I'm not missing anything. But I think this time I should be fine. Hmm. Okay, the queen moves. Oh no, very nice square. Now e6 pawn capture is met with queen to e6 with check. So let's play knight to b6, allow e6. Okay, a4. Yeah, this once again it looks a little bit difficult. Okay. Yeah, let's play c4. Yeah, it's an interesting position. Both of us, we do have some attacking possibilities. But yeah, I wonder what he will play. It is a blitz game, so I can allow some weaknesses in my position, so okay, simply this. Pawn captures. Yeah, that was expected, so rook to b8. Knight f4, okay. Let's play this. Defend with the bishop. Okay, have to play faster a little bit. Okay, g6 because bishop to f8 runs into knight to f6 immediately. Okay, I have to capture here and queen to d6. It's a problematic situation, to say the least, but queen to f8 is always an option. Okay, go with the knight back. go for the other rook on e1. Okay, knight to f6. Don't allow checkmate. Okay, block the bishop. Yeah, okay. Now this should be winning. Even d3. Okay. Don't. This is like playing with fire or something. Okay. Okay. Don't know why I went into this situation now, but okay. Do I have time? Yes! Good game. I think you had just simply... Bruno, you had to capture on e5. I had it for a couple of moves there. But I didn't lose another game against Bruno. That's like an achievement of this on this stream. So thank you again for the game. Let's play against Andre. Okay, Andre. It is your turn. We have somebody watching. And yeah, maybe we should declare this the last game on the stream. Oh, we do have a challenge from Yozarov. Well, since it is Yozarov, I think we could squeeze in another game after all. So it's a 3+0. Yeah, let's squeeze in another game for Yozarov. A good friend and colleague, also a YouTuber. So if you haven't had a chance to look into his channel, definitely do so. No, Bruno, I didn't have a chance to look at the game between you two. So what happened? Okay. What happens after bishop to e3? The queen has to go to e7? Yes. Now I can even play c4, I think. How will it develop the bishop on f8? That's the question. Bishop to c4. Bishop to b5. Rook to c1, queen to c2. Pressure on the c file. Oh, that's the way. Rook to c6, a big threat. Okay. Bishop to c5 also. Is there a chance to actually win a queen somewhere here? Let's play this. Bishop to c5. Man. Yeah. Doesn't look too good for Andre, but I have to find the best way how to go into this position. Was knight to d4 the best move? That's questionable. Okay. The queen comes on c7. Yeah, let's play knight to d4. Why not? Losing material on e5, not really. Queen to e5 met with knight to c6, but knight to c6 still. So rook to c6 here. Discoveries. Oh, Yuzarov just stopped his challenge. Double check. Bishop to c5 is checkmate. Yay! So, okay. Oh, you played a classical game. Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, Andre, yeah, you're very, very welcome. So, Bruno and Yozaro played a classical game. You know how to checkmate with the knight and bishop? Well, for that you can always check out my video on it. Okay, so let's make this a last game so I don't, even though we have already played for many games, yeah, let's just play this one, Yuzaro, and let's call it a day, because now I'm already 2 hours and 6 minutes into the stream. It is 11 hours tomorrow. I have to work, so don't really plan to play here for too long. A nice battle for the center. Oh, okay. Immediately goes for the chances on the king side. Okay. Now that is this losing already for me? King h7, knight g5, cannot capture because yes. If I play king to h8, then still knight to g5. Yeah, it's once again very bad. There is actually a very nice explanation how to go for it. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, it's always good to be a good team player. Am I losing here? I think I am. Knight to g5, queen to h. Yeah, I don't see how to go out of this one. Yeah, let's just try. Okay, queen h5. And after f6, g6. And that's it, right? That's it, folks. Oh man. Yeah, that was too bad. Yeah, good game. I'll just simply resign. Make it the last game of the stream. I just wanted to respond to this comments. So yeah, there is actually a very nice pattern that you kind of have to remember. First of all, you have to know how to, so in which corner you have to push depending on the color of the bishop, and then you have those big triangles made from diagonals on the board. Yeah, the V pattern, and then you make the triangle smaller and smaller, and in the end you checkmate your opponent. And the main idea is for him not to go out of it. Since you don't go into endgames where you have a knight and a bishop and you need to checkmate that often, then it is kind of pointless. to know it by heart. But if you know the pattern, probably have to think about it for 15 minutes in a game should be enough. This is the first time in 13 years. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played a classical game where I needed to know how to checkmate with the knight and the bishop. It was just a fun thing to learn when yeah, just doing some end games. But yeah, okay. That is pretty much it for this stream. So 2 hours and 10 minutes in. Had a very nice tournament start. Then lost a couple of games, lost concentration, lost some rating points. Had fun to play against you guys, and I think I'm going to keep this format. So playing the tournament, playing against players on Lichess, and then getting into a couple of challenges. 2 hours is just very well enough for a stream. Later on in the week, I will try to upload a couple of more videos. I do owe you 2 more games from the Anand Topalov match of 2010, and as I said, trying to find a machine which I will play against next. Thank you all for joining. Thanks Bruno once again for the games and for being a participant that likes to kick my ass. Thanks to you Zarov for joining. If you haven't, check out Chess Essentials, which Bruno is a part of, and check out Zarov's chess channel. Keep on playing chess and enjoy the rest of the evening. That's it from me. Bye. Let me just kill this thing.